I don't think India has the appetite for the F-21. But there is a building consensus slowly and slowly that if we need a fighter aircraft, the best bet is F-35, sir. Now, having said that, sir, my question to you is, should India, you're saying that America has not offered and India has also not asked America that we want to buy the F. So it's both ways, sir. Neither have we requested them, nor they have offered, sir. What will it take America to offer us the F-35? Let us say 5 squadrons. So for example, let's get ambitious on this show, sir. Let's say we want 5 squadrons. And we say we have 5 squadrons, and because even Rafale, sir, we just have 2, sir. One in Ambala, one in Hashimara, sir. That's hardly anything, sir. That's hardly anything, sir.
Very little.
And they should have, at the onset, sir, gone in for, you know, sir, even sir, 2 squadrons mean nothing actually. When you're facing off against the Chinese and they're saying 1,000 5th generation fighters over a period of time, and we are saying one in Hashimara and one in Ambala, sir. That's so.
Too little.
How do you think, sir, the air chief would be thinking about this situation, sir?
No, I'm sure, if I was the air chief, I'll be having a little sleepless nights.
Sleepless nights,
you see, I will tell you, as an air chief, I must fight the war with my plan B. With what I have got, what the nation gives the air chief, he has to plan his fight, and he will bloody well fight well. So there is no doubt about that aspect of it, but numbers, the quality remains an issue because of the backlog of modernization. And so therefore there is an issue. Now coming back to your question related, the F-35. Yes, Americans, unlike the French who are business-like, they will charge you more, they'll give you the product thereafter. Even during the nuclear, tests, the French didn't, put any restrictions, sanctions, they didn't bother us. We carried on. And so did many other countries who maintained business-like. But Americans, they have, because of their own internal democratic system and their geopolitical requirements, they can put some conditions. Now, if we were to ask them F-35 or they were to offer, it can have some caveats. They could be wanting us to distance a little more from the Russians. Let's be practical. The umbilical cord that we have connected with the Russians over the last 50, 60 years, it can't be severed just like that. It'll take us 20, 25, 30 years. Our Su-30s are today 45% of Indian Air Force's fighter aircraft are Su-30s. Single type.
And so then you can't just write a check and say that kal se F-15 honge.
But luckily the American establishment, security establishment, fully understand that. We can't disconnect from it. But they would certainly, mind you, till 2008, we had no platform from the Americans. Today, see the number of platforms that we have got between the Army, Navy, Air Force.
Absolutely.
The Apache, the Army is getting the Apache. So my contention is that all of a sudden, because of the global Indo-Pacific, geopolitics, they are, keen. But, unlike the Australians, the Japanese, the Americans don't trust India as much because, India wants to maintain, strategic autonomy. It wants to continue to lead the global South in its own way.
America doesn't like that, sir.
That Americans, they're clear this way or that way. Either it's a cross or a zero. So that kind of approach, when it's 1 or 0, then that is an approach we have to be cautious of. There are many people in our country, scholars, who feel that you should always trade with the Americans with a little care. Yes,
sir. Yes, that is one, sir, because of their past. The Americans are not the most reliable of friends. But the fact of the matter is, faced with this looming threat of China, sir. We need some urgent action. Do you think if India orders, because the Prime Minister month end will be in the US, sir.
Correct. Absolutely.
The Prime Minister is going to be there, sir. And I think defense partnership will form a very, very important part of our relationship with the Americans. So the Americans say that, all right, put your money where your mouth is. I'm just thinking aloud, sir. The Americans say, all right, India, put your money where your mouth is. And you say that you want the F-35, for example. First, you need to commit to 4.5 generation fighter jets. So you have the choice between, let us say, the F-18, sir, or you have a choice between the F-15 Eagles, sir. So let us say we say, okay, made in India, Atmanirbharta, transfer of technology, 50%, 100%, 80%, whatever. and land here, building here, you start manufacturing here.
Yeah.
That could be a convincing argument to get the F-35 because we have to have, sir, in the next 5 to 7 years, we must have a 5th generation fighter.
Undoubtedly, Gaurav, politically, Prime Minister Modi and the American establishment and the entire security system, the two countries are very, very closely talking to each other. I must tell you that not only India needs Americans. Americans need India very much more.
Yes, sir.
Because there is no Indo-Pacific strategy without India.
Correct, sir.
India has to handle Indian Ocean. And then only Japan, Australia and others can handle the South China Sea. In fact, we are in a position, if we develop the way we are planning Andaman's, Su-30 will be able to, with one refueling, be in the middle of South China Sea. So that is the importance of India. And that's why Americans do want us to spend more. So actually speaking, if some back channel discussions go on and some give and take takes place, Americans will be ready to bend to give you F-35. Now, their concerns about S-400, are they very serious concerns? Can they be circumvented? Can we have some means, that to coexist? Because we can't do anything about S-400. It's what was important for us. It's there.
You paid the money,
We paid the money. In any case, it's coming now.
Yes, sir.
And so therefore, the Americans have reconciled to this.
Yes, sir.
So therefore, there is it is such a possibility very much exists. Now, between whether we should, they'll insist on buying few squadrons of but for us, logistically, we can't have too many types of aeroplanes. Indian Air Force has got already such a large variety of fighter aircraft.